All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new kind of reading that I'm trying out here. This is someone's oracle message that they need to hear now. So there's a message. If you found this reading, there's a message in it for you now. At the time that you're receiving this message, there is something in there for you. So I'm going to be tapping in and seeing the messages that we need to hear to help guide us along our path to our highest love and light. Let's do this. Here we go. Also, with this message, let's keep in mind this is going to be a general message, so it will apply to you generally, and then generally parts will apply to you and other parts won't. So you're going to have to use your discernment and your judgment. Come along with me and use your intuition, your discernment, and your judgment. That's why we have all the cards laid out here, so you could also see what they say to you. Let me just be a confirmation and see what they say to you. And okay, I don't read reversals with this one. So before we start, let me finish. This is a general reading, so it will apply to you generally, and generally different parts will apply to you. Use your discernment and your judgment in this reading. I invite you to use your intuition too. Also, I do not do personal readings at all. If anybody DMs you or asks to do a personal reading, it is not me. The only way to get a personal reading for me is to go through celestialgrove.academy, and you have to go through a process of emailing and getting on a waiting list and such. So I do not do personal readings, and this is a general reading. I invite you to use your intuition and your judgment and your discernment along with me in this reading. All right, guys. So what I am seeing with this is a lot of people see this as sadness, but no, I feel like is past sadness. I see you coming into your power and understanding the past in a way that helps to empower you. You are now seeing how the tears that you cried in the past healed you and helped you become the magical person that you are becoming. You are able to see that now more clearly, and you're able to take these tears and these the sorrows of the past. You're invited to take the sorrows of the past and to create a magical future in them. And there's an understanding that's going on that's needed for you to understand the past and the place that the past held. And also there's a need to forgive who you were then, because I feel like I'm hearing some people say, like they're beating themselves up for their past self and past decisions, and that's no longer going to stand. So stop beating yourself up for your past self, because you're actually beating your past self up and beating yourself up, and it's not going to help the situation. It's not what's needed. What's needed is to take that past self and empower it to move forward into a future self that you can love becoming. So definitely there's this need to empower yourself with the tears that have been cried from the past. See the healing energy that the tears had and help yourself rise. And there is superpowers available to you, and they're in the past. They're in the past woes. You went through those woes to get to these superpowers, so don't waste them and not get your powers. Like, get your superpowers. Like, there's a power, and I don't know. For a lot of you, I'm seeing 3 distinctive powers that can come out of these sorrows that have been such a big part of who you have become. And you can weave this into something beautiful, but it's your choice, and it's what you do with it. All right, let's move on and get some confirmation. Woo, cards are just flying out. We'll take some reversals here. So this is your overthinking. And the overthinking is stifling your passion. And it's causing you to be stingy with what you have because you're worried that you're not going to be able to move forward. So this is somebody who is, your thoughts are getting in the way of your ability to have the passion that you need to be able to create the abundance that you want. So there's a need to reverse your thoughts, because there's a need to think more clearly and to see, to use your thoughts in a more purposeful way, to be more purposeful and more purposeful and more positive, honestly, with your thoughts, because this is cutting out the good thoughts to let the bad thoughts reign, and it stifles your passion and causes you to feel lack. But you can actually cut the bad thoughts out and let the good thoughts reign, which will give you your passion and the ability to move forward on what you enjoy, to be able to love and enjoy. And then you can start and you can build. There's a building that will be needed. You're going to need to build, but you have to be willing to follow your joy. You have to be willing to reverse the past and see, instead of seeing the past as something that happened to you, see it as what happened for you so that you could gain your superpowers. That'll give you the passion that you need to be able to build the future that you want and desire, and to be able to begin to see the possibility of having the coins, of building the coins. Before now, it hasn't been possible to build the coins, but now it's going to be more possible to build the coins if you're willing to release the past and see its purpose. And this isn't release it in a bad way. This is release the criticism that you're giving to the past. Like what I was talking about earlier about how, I'm hearing people say, I'm so mad at how I did it then. You're mad at you, and you're being mean to you, and you've got to quit being mean to you. Start saying, I am so grateful that I did the best that I could with what I knew. I'm grateful I did the best that I could with what I knew. And I was able to move through that. And I learned these valuable lessons. Like there's valuable, powerful lessons that you got because your past self did make the decision that sent you down that road. So go back to that past self decision point and praise yourself for it. And that's going to help you reverse this, to be able to find your passion, and then be willing to follow your joy. Be willing to follow your joy. Be willing to be joyful. Be willing to do what brings joy to your heart. And that's going to help you see what you need to see to be able to build and get out of this lack mentality. All right, moving on. Let's see if we get any more confirmations. All right, here we go. So we'll take some reversals here. Focusing on the wrong emotions dims your light and causes you to lose out on a happy life. You can't live happily focusing on the negative all the time. You cannot do it. I don't care. I don't care how logical you think that it is. You cannot live happy. You cannot live a happy ever after focusing on the negative all the time. I don't care how real world you think it is. You're not going to be able to do it. You're focusing on the negative. It's causing you to dim your light. The dim of your light is destroying your ability to have and feel good. So, I mean, the advice I can give you, I mean, it's the same advice. It's to cut out those negative thoughts. See the place that they deserve to be in. Put them in their place. And then embrace your power. You've gained powers. Powers! This isn't just one power, it's powers. Look, the sun came with the whole solar system. It's coming with the solar system. Because you were willing to go through that negativity storm. So don't look bad on yourself because you've always thought negative, because you had your reasons, you had your purposes. It was the real world. The real world was having you focus on the negative. Yes, 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 yes. Forgive yourself. Know now that you know how illogical it is. You can't have good things and focus on the bad things. You gotta focus on the good things to have the good things. So choose to focus on the good things. To put the past where it belongs. In a place where it can empower you. Where you can understand logically that you were meant to go through. You were meant to cry. Every single one of those tears is what helped give you the powers that wouldn't be possible to you today if you hadn't cried them. See the power that you are. Shine your light unabashedly. Don't worry about it. And hopefully, choose to follow your joy. Follow your joy, your passion, your joyous passion. And you will be able to feel good. To feel the goodness of life. But you're not going to get there focusing on the bad, and you've got to acknowledge that you have focused on the bad for so long and put it in its place. A spot to empower you with love and forgiveness and compassion and understanding that the tears were there to empower you and that you are empowered. Follow your joy and your passion. You will feel and see the good in life. Be able to build it. All right, let's move on to the journey. Let's see if we get any further confirmation. All right. Okay, upside down sun, upside down lions. Yeah, see, you're making something out of nothing. You're making magic. You're gaining empowerment to be magic from your weakness. Your weakness is giving you the empowerment to make magic. Make magic. Okay, so these are all major arcana coming out now. Interesting. But we still have this dimming of the light. You feel like you need to dim your light. And what's coming through is a need to really nurture yourself. Be there for yourself. Show up for yourself. Let yourself be in that flow of self-love and self-care. Whatever and however that looks to you. Put yourself in self-love and self-care as often as possible. And then pep talk yourself. Put up boundaries around the negative thoughts and let yourself know that you are okay to shine. You're meant to shine. You're supposed to shine. And let yourself shine. Don't dim your light. This self-care and the flow of love, like I'm hearing that this is love. It's love. It needs to, and it's flowing to you. It's love flowing to you. It's love that needs to flow to you. And that is what's going to help empower you to see that you are worthy to shine your light. No matter how crazy you think that it is, you're supposed to shine your light your way. You need to shine your light, and you need to let out any thoughts of negativity or doubt that stand in the way of you shining and standing in your true strength and your light. And you can create whatever you want to create because you are magical and you're moving from the heart and you're moving from love. Move from love. Shine your light bright. Don't be ashamed. Be true to your light. And you are magic. You're creating magic. You're creating magic. Just release the doubts, release the worries, release the past, and know that the heartache served a purpose, and the purpose was to make you even brighter. So why would you dim that? Don't dim the brightness that your tears created, because you already went through them. It's time to really shine your light and to be true to you. And you can help yourself by getting into the flow of love, with self-love and self-care, and releasing the negative thoughts and seeing the purpose of the past and why you might have needed to go through that. I can't get into that with everyone individually at all, but I can encourage you all, each individually, to find your purpose and your reason. The purpose for the past that leads to the powers that the present now gives you. All right, let's move on to the plant tarot. Yeah, there's this lag mentality that's coming through. I think you're trying to transform that. It feels like there's a lot of forces against you right now. There's been so much that has gone wrong, and you just want to focus on that. No, you cannot create a better future focusing on what went wrong. You're not going to be able to do that. Inner power unlocked. All right, so yeah, I keep hearing you have to trust that the hardships are in the past. You went through them. That's a journey complete. It's a journey of fire, a trial by fire that you have went through, and now you can see clearly. I guess there's two options. No, I'm hearing there's multiple options. But what I'm seeing is a highlight of two options. You can literally take the past and the trial by fire that you just went through, the amazing person that you are, and the ability to overcome and go through the trials that you've gone through, and you can take that and you can victimize yourself, and you can tell yourself that you're no good and that you won't be any good, and you can feel really, really bad about it. You can do that. That's a choice. That's a path. It's open and it's available to you, and you can walk it and you can go, and I'm just going to say, go on, do your thing. But there's another path available to you. There's a path where you understand the purpose of the journey and the trial that it was to strengthen and empower you, and how now you can see more clearly, and how now you're not going to be deceived because you know better. How now you can see the schemer. How now you can trust your gut even more. How you've gained the powers. You've gained the power. You've gained the power, and you can empower yourself, and you can feel powerful for the journey and the fire that you've gone through. It's time to step into your power, to believe in your power, and to be strong, and to stand up and say, this is me. Like it or not, here I am. And you don't get to say whether or not I stay or go, because it's not up to you. All right, beloveds. That's the message I have in tarot for us for the now. And I'm going to wrap up with some oracle messages. Let's grab 5 or 6 oracle cards and see what comes out for us for right now to help us on this journey. The tarot can be kind of harsh, but the oracles can kind of soften the blow. Hopefully, not always, but sometimes. We'll see what comes out. Let's see what we get. So the first group of tarot that come out for us for this message is the Hidden Realms. We have a message from the Hidden Realms. Let's see what it is. Lady of the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment. So this is a time to reflect about where you belong belonging, where you belong being, where you belong, and to reflect on how you belong showing up. And it's not a time to necessarily judge. And we got Miss Bella's barking here because some people just got home. So I feel like there's a homecoming, and there's a announcement of a homecoming for some of you going on, and there's a need to reflect on what this means for you and where you belong. A message may be for someone, but the Lady of the Mirror is coming to show you to reflect on your past, and again, where you've been and where you've come from, and understand that your past self did the best that they could with what they knew at the time. And to give yourself love and compassion. Your past self needs a lot of love and compassion. That came through with the tarot, and it's coming through with the oracles. So it's definitely a thing. The next cards that we're going to be doing is the shadow cards. Shadow of Light. Shadows of Light cards. Coming through with a message for us this week. Feeling sensitive. Okay, again, this is the same message that was coming through on the tarot. I love that the messages are lining up in this way because, yeah, it's the same thing. She has abundance swimming towards her, but she's focused on the fishes that are swimming away. She's focused on what is leaving. Well, this one's coming towards her, and that one's coming towards her, and that one's coming towards her, but she has like two fish that are going away, and she's focused on those, and she's just in her feelings about those, but she could be in her feelings about the fish that are coming towards her. Like this one, she can't eat, she can barely see, of course, but this one is just right there, and she's going to miss the opportunity because she's so in her feelings about what's leaving. Yes, mourn what's leaving. Take time to address what's leaving, but then protect yourself and give yourself the ability to have love for what is to come and what the possibilities. Like, just see the possibilities and try to give yourself the ability to feel the love of the possibilities, but don't go too far into the future. I'm hearing really it's necessary to stay in the now. So really think about the things right now that you have that you can be grateful for, and allow yourself to feel the love of those things and enjoy having those things, because we have a tendency to always focus on what we don't have. So try to really look at what you do have and what you are grateful to have, and a way to enjoy it. Find a way to enjoy something that you're grateful to have, and to feel the love and the joy for something that you do have. Even if it's as simple as, I don't know, like hands, my own hands, I'm so grateful that I do have hands. So, and find a way to enjoy your hands, however that is, however way you can enjoy your hands. So you don't have to be complicated. It can be simple. And don't focus on the bad, because there's no good that is going to come from focusing on the bad. Period. All right, that came out. All right, so yeah, I do believe that this is like the Mount Shasta, the Lemurian Mount Shasta card. But what I'm hearing is, yes, focus on the good, and also focus on the good spirit team that you have available to you. They're here, and they want to help you. So be willing to call out to your spirit team and to ask for help. Ask for help to help release the feelings of the past, to help release the judgment of the past, to help see more clearly how you can love and have compassion for the past, to help you be grateful for what you do have now, and to feel the love of what you do have, to be able to find the joy in the now, to be able to move forward with that. So there is, I feel, ascended masters and beloved guides for each and every one of you, angels and guides and Mother, Father, God, and Goddess available to help love and guide you to these feelings, to help you release what no longer serves and to step into the new. You're there and you're getting there, and just keep believing and keep moving forward. You got this. All right, let's read what the card says. Mount Shasta. Aware Lemuria would be destroyed, its people traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta was one place they journeyed. There are tales of unusual phenomena and multi-dimensional beings living inside the mountain. This card is about origins, and the image is the seed crystal this deck is based around. Honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. The sacred places you feel attracted to may have an intuitive message for you. All right. I've been saying in this reading that there's a look at the past that is needed, and you need to look at it in reverence. For some of you, I feel like there's a need to go back to the ancestry and truly forgive and show love and compassion like no freaking other. Like it is needed like no other. And it's definitely needed. Not an easy job, but you are amazing to be the one to do that. And for some of you, I feel like there is some star beings calling to you, and there's a meditation that's needed for you to connect with these star beings. And for others, I feel like that call of the places is saying something. There's a place you need to go. Here's your confirmation. Head that way. You need to go. You're being called for a reason. Go there. There's a message for you. All right, beloveds, let's move on to the next one that we have. The Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild. All right, I love this one. Sacred Rebels, what message do you have for us now to help us on our path? All right, conscious connections. I feel like the sacred rebels, the divine mothers, are coming through to tell us to be conscious of who we connect with at this time, to be careful because we need to protect ourselves. I feel like we are in a very vulnerable state with this reflecting and this coming to terms with ourself that we're going through. So be careful with who we connect with during this process. Be careful with who we let in. This isn't a time to just let anyone in. It's a time to be very discerning and to really take care of yourself. It's a time of self-care, self-love, taking care of yourself, and being not cautious, but conscious of who you're interacting with and the connections that you're making, both with people and things and animals. You know what I mean? Just be very conscious with your connections and your interactions with others right now. And also be very aware of your sensitivity. You are very sensitive. You are transforming. This is a very sensitive time. So be careful with yourself and be careful with others. All right, beloveds, the final message that I have for us is from the Fairy Oracle Wisdom deck by Alana and Amy Fairchild, mother-daughter duo. What is coming through? Cycles, moon secrets. So the secret of the moon is that it's not going to stay. You know, you can enjoy the full moon, but the moon knows that it's about to be a waning moon, and it's going to be a quarter moon. You can enjoy the quarter moon, but the moon knows it's about to move on and be that waning gibbous moon and then into a new moon. And you can wonder, where did the moon go? The moon knows. The moon is about to wax. The moon is about to head on to that full moon again, so you can enjoy her again. So the secret of the moon is that the moon knows it goes through cycles. So you should know that. Understand that you are going through cycles in your life. You have divine masters that are willing to help you through, love and protect your feelings, and be willing to reflect on the past and what it is there to teach you. But yes, understand that you are going through divine cycles. These are the cycles of life. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And this too has passed. So let it pass. Let go. Quit holding on to what needs to pass. Let the cycle. Allow the cycle to be what it is. Yes, you will be tested, but the tests are showing you more than anything else about where you are. Don't you want to see where you are? You can guess and speculate all day long, but if you don't go through it, you're not going to see clearly where you are. And once you go through it, you have no doubt where you are. So allow yourself to see and to understand the cycles of life and know that you are loved. You are divinely loved. And choose love. You need to choose love. And be careful about who you're letting into your life right now. Be very aware of the connections that you have in your life. And take care of yourself. Self-care and self-love. Self-care and self-love. Let self-love be the healing balm that you need so that you can understand the power that those tears being cried has given you. These are the cycles of life, and you are stepping into a new cycle. It's new, but you've got this. All right, beloveds, that's the message I have for us. I hope that this message is helping. I'm so grateful to be here to be able to give this message. I hope that you guys enjoyed this message as much as I enjoyed giving it. And don't forget to check out celestialgrove.academy and join our email, because I'm sending out prizes every single month. You may get one in your mailbox whenever you sign up for our email. And also, there's cool discount codes. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful. And as always, be blessed with lots and lots of love.